Good morning, beautiful. How are you today? It's me. I'm back, Coach Tish. How have you been since the last time I came on and just poured into you a little bit, just to give you some tips, some tools of how to walk this thing out called life. Everyday situations, I'll always come to you guys with my twist, my perspective, my outlook on how to maneuver in a way through life that's going to help you to continue to heal, continue to grow, continue to mature, to continue to walk in the fullness of who you are meant to be. So I never want anyone to feel like I am judging or I am calling you out. I always want y'all to feel a sense of, okay, she's been where I've been. She gets it. She understands. And see the other side of anything that you go through. So whether it's a tough situation, whether it's family drama, whether it's learning what your purpose is in life and figuring those things out, I'm just here to be another source for you, another person that you can look at that says she's had her struggles, but she made it through and she continues to press no matter what is put in front of her. With that being said, today I'm going to talk to you guys about it is okay not to be okay. So many times in life, we sit up here and we're told, don't cry, straighten up, put your best foot forward. And there's all these expectations that other people have put on you that you may or may not necessarily feel that you can accomplish. And when you do it to yourself, it makes it even that much harder to accomplish them. I have a saying that I tell and I teach and I coach with people, and I tell them, I choose me and everything else comes second. Now, let me break that thing down for you a little bit because this is not about being conceited. This is not about being prideful. This is not making yourself better than others. This is a way of staying focused. It's a tool. I choose me and everything else comes second. Because when you are a people pleaser, when you sit up there and allow everyone else to dictate and determine the outcome of what you are going to do, you fall into this pit of not being okay. You become a robot. You become attached to the world society of who you should be, how you should show up somewhere, the caliber of who you are based off of what they want. And that's not the reality of things. Everybody has their own individual journey. Everybody has a purpose. But the more as an adult you allow other adults to dictate what you should and should not do, will continue to put stumbling blocks, will continue to hinder you, will continue to block your blessings. What I'm saying by saying, I choose me and everything comes second, means what do I want my life to look like? And in me knowing what I want my life to look like, I structure my yeses. I structure my no's. I structure the places I go. And I prioritize me and where I'm going over everything else. For me, personally, I'm going to share what that means for me. Personally, I choose me and everything else comes second. So in my list of I choose me, I am a believer. So I'm very intentional about the time that I spend with God. So me choosing me means I choose to carve out time in my day for devotion, meditation, prayer, praise and worship, reading his word, learning and growing more of him so I can become more of who he wants me to be. Closely behind him is my family. Closely behind God is my family. I choose me. I choose to be a present mom. I choose to be an involved mom. I choose to rip and run with my children. I choose a relationship with my children, although each and every last one of them were legal. I choose to dedicate specific intentional time for them. That's choosing me. I choose my purpose. That comes next. I'm in a stage and a place in my life where my purpose has been prioritized because I honestly have grown and matured to a point where I know the more I operate in my purpose, the more I get done. The more blessings I receive, the more I can do, the more freedom I have. When I'm fighting against my purpose because of a to-do list, I get nothing done. So that's choosing me. I choose to say yes to my assignment. I choose to say yes to my purpose. I choose to say yes to me first. And everything else comes second. It's okay to tell your friends and family, I can't do that today. It's okay to be around your friends and family, and when it doesn't align with who you want to be and where you are going in life, to leave. It's okay to stop people in their tracks and say, I don't receive that. It's okay to say, I'm not okay. If you're having a bad day, don't let nobody guilt you into saying that you're having a good day, that you're okay. Because now you're turning a blind ear to something that needs to be addressed. When you can say, I'm not okay, now you can truly dissect that thing and figure out why you're not okay. So you can shift, so you can change, so you can maneuver a different way to become okay. What isn't out of alignment that's making you not okay? What is off that's making you not okay? Is it because you lost somebody close to you? Is it because you lost your job? Is it because you're having health issues? Is it because there's too much chaos going around you? Is it from the external? Is it internal? Is it mental? Is it emotional? Is it physical? There are things that although you have to go through the process, when you acknowledge that you're not okay, the healing can begin. The emotions can get better. But the more you press down and say, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I got this, I'm going to keep going, I got this, and ignoring that thing, that little thing grows. And then when you explode, everybody's looking at you like you did something wrong. But what the wrong thing was not to speak to that thing when it surfaced, whatever that thing is. You have to learn how to cope, and you have to learn how to use your words in a way where you're not biting. What I mean by biting is barking when you're very vicious, when you're very nasty, when you're very cruel to back people up. Not literally biting. Please don't go bite nobody, y'all. But I'm so serious because that saying, even though it is cliche, it is so true. Hurt people hurt people. And some of the people that are committing the most heinous crimes are just hurt. They are broken. They are torn. They are misguided. They don't see a way out, so they lash out. I call them adult temper tantrums. People have adult temper tantrums all the time. And it doesn't, I'm not justifying anybody's actions or motives, because you should have self control. You should be able to be in a hostile situation and walk in wisdom, speak in truth. You should be able to do that. But a lot of people are not equipped with this necessary tools. They haven't taken the time to learn healthy coping mechanisms so they can do that. They can do that. I tell my children all the time, it's okay to have an argument, but you got to walk away, spend time, and come back to that thing and acknowledge right and wrong, feelings and emotions, and articulate it in a way that it can be received. A loving, caring, kind manner. We're always supposed to speak life into people. We're always supposed to edify, even in correction and redirection. Even when we know we're saying some things that may hurt their feelings. But like I tell everyone, I'd rather hurt your feelings and you change than sit up here and continue to be a bystander and an enabler in your behavior and actions when I'm saying, I want better for you. I want more for you. That's why I get on here and I continue to pour into you guys, because I want better for you. I want more for you. And those things that people won't say to you, I will. I'm going to step on some toes. I'm going to walk down some alleys. I'm going to touch on some things that are very, very toxic and very, very emotional and very, very pricking and triggering, because the only way to get better is to process. The only way to get better and do better is to do the work. And in doing the work is acceptance. You have to first say there's a problem. You have to say there's a problem. If you go and you have been through 10 jobs in a year, there's a problem. It's not the coworkers. It's not the bosses. There's something in you that you have not taken the time to deal with. If you continue to have all these blessings, you get a car, you get a job, and you get a house, you get this, and it only lasts for a short period of time, there's a problem. You go from friendship to friendship and relationship to relationship, there's a problem. And some of the problems are not your fault. Some of these problems are deep rooted. Things that you saw, things that you lived, things that was spoken in and over you. But until you say, I'm not okay, you cannot necessarily make those changes. You're just existing. You're not living. You're not thriving. You're existing. I want you to get to a place where you are thriving and you have so much joy. You have so much peace that no matter what the situation is,